A rare comet is passing through the inner solar system right now. Most people will not notice it. Some might never see it at all. Because where you live decides everything. Comet C 2025. R3 is visible right now, but only at specific times, in specific parts of the world. And in some places, the viewing window is already closing. So who can actually see it? And when should you look? Let us break it down. Comet C 2025. R3 began its journey in the Oort Cloud, a distant shell of icy bodies orbiting far beyond Pluto. For most of its existence, this comet traveled in darkness, undisturbed for nearly 170,000 years before a gravitational nudge sent it plunging toward the Sun. As it neared the inner solar system, sunlight struck its frozen surface, heating ancient ices and forcing them to vaporize. The gas and dust released formed a glowing cloud called a coma, and as the material spread out, it was swept into a tail by solar radiation and wind. This transformation is what makes the comet visible from Earth, a faint, diffuse glow with a brighter center, sometimes sporting a short tail. The brightness of C 2025 R3 is forecast to peak between magnitude +3 and +4, putting it within reach of binoculars and, under dark skies, possibly the naked eye. Its glow is not the brilliance of a headline-making comet, but a subtle visitor that rewards patience and careful observation. Northern Hemisphere skywatchers have a narrow window to catch Comet C 2025 R3 before it disappears into the sun's glare. Each morning in mid-April, the comet rises low in the east-southeast, just ahead of dawn. For those in the United States, Europe, and Asia, the best time to look is between 3 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. local time, when the sky is still dark and the comet sits above 5 degrees altitude. A clear, flat horizon is essential. Open fields, coastlines, or hilltops give the best chance. Binoculars are almost always required, especially in suburban areas. The comet's glow appears faint, but it stands out near the constellation Pegasus. Use the bright star Enif as a guide, then scan just above the horizon. On April 19th, the comet climbs to about 20 degrees in the east-northeast, reaching its highest point for northern observers. Each day after that, the window shrinks as sunrise encroaches. The urgency is real. Miss these mornings, and the comet will soon be lost in daylight. As Comet C 2025 R3 races toward the sun, time is running out for Northern Hemisphere observers. Each morning, the comet rises a little closer to the horizon, and the sky brightens earlier. By April 19th, the comet reaches perihelion, passing just 0.5 astronomical units from the sun. But this proximity comes at a cost. The angle between the comet and the sun, its elongation, shrinks rapidly. Twilight begins to overwhelm the faint glow before most people can even find it. By April 25th, the comet slips into solar conjunction, separated from the sun by only 3 degrees. At that point, the sky is simply too bright for any ground-based observation. Even powerful binoculars cannot compete with the glare. For northern skywatchers, the chance to see C 2025 R3 fades away in a matter of days. The window closes quickly and completely, leaving no second chances. Anyone hoping to catch this visitor must act now, before the comet is lost in daylight for good. For skywatchers south of the equator, the story changes after the comet's brief disappearance in solar glare. As April draws to a close, C 2025 R3 reappears in the evening sky, offering a fresh opportunity for those in Australia, Southern Africa, and South America. The best viewing window opens in late April and stretches through the first half of May. During this period, the comet climbs higher above the western horizon each night after sunset. By early May, observers in Sydney, Cape Town, and Santiago can look west about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset. When the sky darkens and the comet sits at altitudes between 15 and 25 degrees. These conditions favor binoculars or a small telescope. But under dark skies, even the naked eye may pick up its soft glow. The moon's phase is favorable, with a waning crescent keeping the background sky dark. For southern observers, patience pays off. The comet lingers for nearly 2 hours after sunset, drifting slowly through the constellations Cetus and Hydra. This is the moment for the Southern Hemisphere to take center stage, with the comet's best post-sunset display reserved for these latitudes. Through binoculars, Comet C 2025 R3 appears as a soft, hazy patch with a brighter core at the center. The coma, the cloud of gas and dust, spreads out gently, often with a short, faint tail trailing away from the sun. Most observers will not see a dramatic streak or vivid colors. Under very dark skies, the comet may just reach naked eye visibility as a subtle glow. But in suburban areas, optical aid is almost always needed. The tail, if present, looks more like a diffuse brush stroke than a sharp beam. Its appearance can change from night to night, shaped by solar wind and the comet's own unpredictable activity. Comets don't follow a script. C 2025 R3 could unleash a sudden outburst, brightening overnight and surprising anyone watching. There's no guarantee it will wait for perfect conditions or a second chance. If you want to witness this rare visitor, don't put it off. Step outside, scan the sky, and catch the comet before it fades from view. Opportunities like this don't last. Some comets pass once in 100,000 years, visible for days, missed in moments. The sky rarely waits. Tonight, rarity becomes reality if you know when to look.